What's going on, everybody? It's TheNidien, and I'm bringing you some Battlefield Bad Company 2 gameplay as I gear up for Battlefield 3 Beta in about 11 days. I do believe the word on the street is the 27th. Now, it may hit earlier than that. DICE is keeping their cards pretty close to their chest. I know that they said there's hundreds upon hundreds of changes that they made since the alpha test, which will be interesting to see because I've logged many an hour here on YouTube just watching people's gameplay, 30-second gameplay, minute gameplays, just to get a gist of what's going on and just see some of the different attachments mostly, and check out the recoil and what's going on there. But yeah, I'm excited. It's probably, I do believe what it is the Medal of Honor purchasers and possibly the Steam Origin pre-orders are getting a 48-hour early access to the beta compared to everybody else that's got it through somewhere else. I'm not exactly 100% sure on that. All I know is I have it supposedly 48 hours before a lot of other people. So the thing with that is, I'm going to get you guys beta gameplay ASAP as soon as that comes up, and probably a lot of it as we gear towards Battlefield 3 to give you guys, and you know, with all the changes, it may be fairly close to what the game is going to be on release, so it could give you guys, you may see something that you may not like and end up not getting the game. You may see something where you've been on the fence that you're like, oh, okay, I'm definitely picking up this game, because I don't know how many maps are going to let everybody play. I would suspect at least 2. I mean, just sticking everybody on one map may not be the best idea, but we'll see what they do. You know, different companies do different things, and we'll go from there. And then as far as the releases go, the fortunate thing about being on second shift currently is I get out at 11 o'clock at night, so I'm able to run directly up, hook up with my boy Sven on the midnight release of BF3 and Modern Warfare 3, jet home, pop it in, possibly get a couple gameplays with him, and get you guys a video ASAP on release day to show you what's going on and just get into the action right off the bat, because in the past I've never been able to do a midnight release. So this is going to be a first for first midnight release of my gaming career, to be honest. Usually I was never able to do it working early in the morning, you know, so I'd always just wait until I got out of work the next day and went and picked it up or whatever. And then you know how some people are crazy, like the day of Modern Warfare 3 release at 8 in the morning, you're gonna have level 40s and 50s already, not sleeping, sucking down energy drinks, you know, clogging their heart up for a good, nice early heart attack at level 40, and go from there. But yeah, I'm excited because this is going to be my first release, midnight release. Hopefully, the first of many to come. But I'm going to be able to hit the Modern Warfare 3 one up. I'm going to hit the Battlefield 3 one up. And then as far as PC games go, I know I'm picking up Star Wars: The Old Republic. I pre-ordered that a long time ago, so I'll get early access so I can get my name saved and all that. I always do that on PC games. It's always worth the pre-order to get early access, because you jump in after the early access part, you're most likely not going to get your name, and then you got to come up with some variant of xxxXXXX like you see all over the place on the PSN anyways. One of the fortunate things for PC gaming is my name is never taken. Never taken. I can jump into any single game and put my name in on any server, and I could get in. The first time I've ever seen my name duplicated throughout servers was on World of Warcraft. But you'll have that. People search for names, they see cool names, and then they go whip up a character. But other than that, I've never had a problem getting... I have 4 names I usually use for my characters when it comes to MMOs and RPGs, and I never have a single problem getting any of them, which is kind of crazy, because I know a lot of people that do have problems. I know a lot of people that have had their gamer tags stolen by friends of all people. And that's going to lead me into a topic. Has anybody, gamer tag wise, a lot of people don't get it. Like my friends that don't game don't get it. My wife doesn't get it. She always comes in, "Ooh, are you the Nidien today?" And just being dumb. But a gamer tag to us gamers is like one of those things. It's like your real born name. It's like your identity. And I've never really run into the fact of people stealing my gamer tag, per se, especially real life friends, because none of my friends game. All my friends are hunters, fishers, and that's about it. They just give me crap upon crap about gaming. But, you know, hey, that to each their own. I tell them, you know, hey, you guys hunt, you guys spend thousands and thousands of dollars on hunting equipment, guns, arrows, bows, you name it, and they don't see a problem with that. And I go buy a $60 game and they give me crap. It's amazing, but you know, that's their hobby. This is my hobby. Leave me be. And so it's always a constant ongoing argument between me and my friends, because not a single one of them game, which is kind of amazing. I run into kids at work, but I don't hang out with them. So either way, you know, a gamer tag is your identity. It's your thing. And I was wondering if any of you guys have had your gamer tag stolen by friends. I actually, the last place I worked, there was 2 kids there that I worked with who would literally, I don't know if they have no creative sense of their own, but the one kid took the gamer tag of another kid and literally just made a bunch of characters on a bunch of servers and wouldn't give him his gamer tag back. Like his character name when they wanted to switch servers or anything, and it was just mind-boggling. And I finally, you know, I gave him the talk, and I talked to the kid, and I think he finally let him have maybe on 1 or 2 servers, and then he started making a variant of the same gamer tag with an extra N on it, which was lame as hell. But I don't understand people that just can't come up with something. You know, like when I first came up with what now is my gamer tag and what is now my RPG, MMO names and all that stuff, I literally sat in front of a character creation screen for probably, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 hours the one day. And I remember this strictly. I was playing, well, my very first gamer tag, which was Xacius, Xacius, was, I came up with that when I was playing MMO, or not an MMO. I was playing the very first text-based MMO, which was Major Mud, and I just was looking around different leaderboards and kind of like the random name generator, but back then they didn't have one of them damn things. So what it was I just went around random leaderboards and started looking and picking pieces of names out and getting a flow going and write them down on a piece of paper, and that's how I came up with that. And then as far as Nidien goes, and Xacius and some of the other names I use, what it was I sat in front of a random name generator, and I remember strictly, I think it was it EverQuest? I think it was EverQuest. I came up with a couple other ones, but I'm pretty sure the Nidien evolved from one of my old login names back in the day was like Night Dragon 79 or something like that. I don't know exactly what that thing was, but that's what I used all the time. And I took that and I started playing around with the name generator and just sat there for hours just clicking, you know, random names, generate name. And I did the same thing. Just started picking pieces, and that goes for about every single one of my names. I find a name that I thought sounded really cool, and then I take letters off of it, add letters to it, mix and match, and so I find something that just, you know, you say it and you're like, all right, that's going to fit my next character, and that's going to fit my characters from here on out. And that's how I got the Nidien, and that's how I got some of my other names that I constantly use, and that's why they are never taken. And it's great because I like being able to jump in a game and not have to worry about going XXX Nidien XXXX. You know, it's just annoying. But my question to you guys today is, have you ever had your gamer tag like stolen? And I'm not talking about if you use like the gamer tag of like Smoke or Shadow or Shade Runner or, you know, something that is really, really, really common. But if you feel you have like an unoriginal, or yeah, not an unoriginal, an original gamer tag, and you just had it whipped out underneath your feet from one of your, say, your good friends or somebody you've played with for a long time over the internet, like on, you know, you've been in a guild with him or something, and then all of a sudden you guys, well, let's go over to this server, and he starts taking your name type thing, because I've seen it happen quite a few times, and it's just mind-boggling to me. That's something, you know, that's like, I don't know, that's something that almost, if one of my real-life friends did it, and I don't know, that's almost a deserving punch in the face to me, because that's just disrespect, in my opinion, as far as the gaming community goes. That's disrespectful. If somebody takes your gamer tag that doesn't even know who you are, or like I said, you have a real unoriginal gamer tag that deals with shade or smoke or some other thing that is really, really popular, and everybody goes for it right off the bat, then you can't really, you can't really say anything about it, because everybody's got the same, you know, everybody wants a smoke or a shade or you know, the stalker, or I've seen one Grim Reaper's a big one, Grim itself is a big one, and all sorts of stuff. So some of these guys, that tank destroyed me. A few minutes ago, I couldn't even realize it, but that was a tank round to the face. But let me know. Let me know if you've had that happen to you, and even if you haven't had that happen to you, what is your take on the matter? Do you approve of something like that happening, or you know, do you just don't care? You'll come up with something else and let them fools that can't think of anything else just run with your name that you took hours upon hours thinking up on your own. But that's the question of the day. Also, I got a few videos I'm gonna be getting up on VidThru. I got an intro video I gotta get up over there, and then I'm gonna be doing a first look on Renegade Ops. If any of you guys are wondering what Renegade Ops is, it's an arcade style game. It brings me back to the old days of when I could go down to the 7-Eleven or the Lake County or whatever have you in your area, and they always used to have arcade games of some sort sitting in there, whether they be the old cheesy wrestling or, you know, the top-down arcade style where you're the helicopter and you got a button for a bomb that you can only use a couple times, and then you got a button to shoot, and you just run around, and you know, it scrolls up for you, and you just move back and forth. But that's what Renegade Ops to me is, except it's got a lot more free movement. You're just 4 cars you get to choose from, and I do believe if you're a PlayStation Plus member, right now the game's $11.99 until the 19th, and you get 2 extra downloadable characters to play. So if it's something worth checking out, I believe it's like $12.99 on Xbox Live, and as far as you PC players go, Steam, it's releasing on the 18th. I've been sitting here waiting for it on Steam forever, and I looked up the release dates the other day, decided to screw it. It came out early for the Xbox, or it came out on like the 12th for the Xbox, the 14th on the PS3, and now it's going to be the 18th on Steam. So I just decided to grab it for the PS3. But if you guys do grab it, feel free to message me. That's one of those games I would love to play with like 4 people, because it's just a chaotic mess. And with 4 people, it'd be even more of a chaotic mess with explosions and guns and everything going off. So go check that out. Another thing that I'm going to be bringing you guys a little bit later around the time of Battlefield is the Haunted Hell's Reach. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be on PS3 or Xbox as well. I know for a fact it's on the PC. So I'm going to look that up. But if you guys are into the zombie apocalypse and want a good, just awesome looking zombie killer that is nothing more than zombie killer, and it's got a multiplayer aspect to it, kind of like Left 4 Dead, go check the game out. And that's like $18 brand new. I think you can pre-purchase it on Steam for like $17.99 or something. You get like 10% off, like $1 off or something like that. But either way, guys, that's what I got for you today. Check those 2 games out, and I'll let you know when my first look at Renegade Ops goes up, so you guys can get more of a better feel for the gameplay and my opinion on the game, and if it's worth buying. Which right now I can tell you without having to go watch my first look video, it is definitely worth the $14. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and the missions are actually kind of long and hard. So it's actually, you're going to get quite a few hours out of it between leveling up. It's got a level progression system, and you can level up all your characters, and it could take quite a long time, not to mention they got leaderboards and all this other good stuff to play with. So we'll see what's going on there. But that's what I got for you guys, and let's get some Battlefield 3 going here shortly. I'm getting really excited now. But As always, guys, have a great day. Peace.